The 1970 Sport Fury GT is a rare car, and it has low production numbers. Only 666 were produced in 1970. We're going to examine everything about this car, including its exterior, interior, suspension, its one engine option, which is extremely rare, and how to identify one. So let's go check it out. Starting with the exterior, there is GT badging found at the front of each fender and on the trunk directly under the Sport Fury emblem. Starting at the front of each fender after the GT is a reflective strobe stripe, which runs down the side of the car and wraps around the rear across the trunk. The hood also comes with its own stripes, running along the top of the twin bulges. By the way, the hood stripes could be deleted. At the rear of the car is the bright exhaust tips, which comes standard on the GT. The tires came with H7015s as the standard size, along with the road wheels, and the chrome styled wheels were optional. Moving inside the car, the interior wasn't any different than any other Sport Fury. There were no GT emblems anywhere, which I think would have added to the sportiness of the car. The standard bench seats came either cloth and vinyl or all vinyl with the fold-down center armrest. Or for the sportier look, optional vinyl bucket seats were the way to go. Along with those buckets, a center console and shifter was also available. For extra cushioning, chrome seats were also optional, and that would add another $152.75. The standard steering wheel was the 3-spoke with the partial horn ring. 3 extra steering wheels were available, starting with the 3-spoke simulated wood grain, which is my favorite. The other 2 wheels were 2-spoke rim blow. One of those was slightly different if you ordered the tilt wheel. Now let's examine the engine and drivetrain. 2 engines were available, and surprisingly, the 440 High Performance wasn't one of them. The standard engine for the GT was the 440 Standard, which still packs some punch, with 350 horsepower and 480 foot-pounds of torque. If that wasn't enough, the optional engine, which wasn't available on any other Fury or C-body ever, was the 440 6-barrel. It had 390 horsepower and 490 foot-pounds of torque. The 6-barrel enters the GT into the super rare category. Depending on your source, only 61 or 64 of these were produced. Its cost was only an extra $153.45. Due to the engine options on the GT, there was only one transmission available, which was the 727 TorqueFlite automatic transmission. An 8 3/4 rear came standard, and the Sure Grip was optional. Regardless of which rear or engine, the gear ratios were the same. 323s came standard, and 276s could be ordered as an option. Moving on to the brakes, the GT came standard with heavy-duty drum brakes. Power front disc brakes were optional. For the suspension, the heavy-duty one was standard. This also included a front sway bar. Many people wonder how to identify a Sport Fury as a factory GT car. The easiest way is the VIN and fender tag. On the fender tag, you'll find the code A52, which is unique to the GT option. All the VINs for a GT should start with the letters PH. P for Fury and H for High Class. Those letters are followed by the numbers 23, meaning two-door hardtop. And then the fifth digit is the engine code, which should either be a letter T for the 440 standard or V for 440 6-barrel. By the way, the GT in standard form was the heaviest of any Sport Fury, including the rare S23, which I also have a video about right here. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.